Millions of Americans might be headed for a dollar store Christmas. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. Before we get into today's red hot topic, I'm going to politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please watch to the end for my final thought. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos are released. It is very important to stay close to the channel in these very tricky times. All right, folks, welcome to the channel. Always an honor and a privilege to be with you. I hope you're all doing great. Buckle up and strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows and sunshine, no lollipops, no fairy dust, maybe a little Santa Claus, though. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. And friends, this is a tough one today, and I'm going to tell you why. This is a really tough one for me. I know the title is a little bit tricky, a little maybe clickbaity. I mean, we're trying to sell this, get people to watch our content. But for me, I'm not only trying to get people to watch my content, I'm trying to raise awareness and ring the bell and let people know this is the biggest artificial economy ever produced, artificially, market manipulation in human history. And that can't sustain itself. And we knew that from the beginning. And the realities are we're going to pay for that. We're going to pay for that overstimulation. And a lot of people drank the Kool-Aid and thought somehow this would be different. For many of us, we just knew that there was no way it could sustain itself. People are continuing to wake up every day. We're doing very important work here. You've heard me say our rewards in life are in direct proportion to our contribution. You can contribute simply by continuing to support the channel, like, comment, share, whatever you can do. But the realities are this, friends. Why I feel like I'm qualified to tackle such a tricky topic of millions of Americans will be, in fact, having a dollar store Christmas, because that was me in the last housing bubble. It pains me to say it. When you have kids, little kids, and you drink the real estate Kool-Aid and buy a house and you become house poor because you put so much pressure to buy a house, you're going to do everything you have to hold on to the house. It's natural. You put that, and I, as a real estate professional, let me just tell you, I'm half real estate professional, half therapist as I work with people and getting them into homes. And it's so important. I never like to see people go all in on their house where they're one hiccup away from a tailspin. And they're now dragging a depreciated asset that they're pretty much neck so far out on, they're having to go to the dollar store to buy their kids Christmas presents so they can try to make this house payment on a depreciated asset. That was me. I remember in the last real estate bubble, the house started to trend the other direction. A recession kicked in. It was the Great Recession. So at that point, we're like cutting costs wherever we could, like many Americans are doing right now. And like we've talked about, this comes down to the psychology of sales, the psychology of people. And people tend to recess in a recession, even if they have money. Why? Because of herd mentality. Everybody else is doing it. So everybody else does the same thing. That's why it's so important to stay centered and surrounded with like-minded people. Iron sharpens iron. It's so important for us to keep our heads on straight as we navigate through another recession. This recession is going to be potentially more severe than the last one. Bigger bubble, bigger blowback. Insanity, this stuff, right? My goodness. So the realities are, I remember one year it was the recession and upside down asset house, and many people are now experiencing that. They bought at the height of the biggest bubble, went above appraised values. Now it's trending the other direction. Prices are going down. A lot of those people, their houses are no longer worth what they paid. Many people barely, if at all. And the recession, the cost of living is going up. So they're cutting costs. So for us, what we did for our kids is like, okay, listen, our kids were small, right? 3, 4 years old, 5 years old, whatever they were, very small at that time. It was the act of opening presents that really was the main thing for those kids. So we're got them, maybe a halfway decent present, not like we would have maybe in the height of this whole euphoria where people were just spending money like it was water, because you'll always spend free money much differently than money you had to work for. So we were all out at Costco buying big screen TVs. That's the only people that benefited from this whole crisis. Amazon and Costco and big box stores, Home Depot. Mom and pop squash, bigger got bigger. Unfair. Super unfair. Love blowing the lid off this stuff, though, as we raise awareness, ring the bell and sound the alarm as we read between the lines and look between the cracks. Forward thinkers, critical thinkers. I love that part of this channel. Congratulations to everybody that's continued to stay part of that. But the realities are this, friends. We would go ahead and just put as many presents under the tree, filler presents, fluff, so the kids had something to open. That is what's around the corner. If it's not this Christmas, well, it will be. For many Americans, if not globally, this Christmas, you're going to see people not spending the type of money. I think we did a poll on the channel, or I saw another channel report on this. Did you know that 25% of Americans say they're not even going to celebrate Thanksgiving this year? And when I hear that, it's like usually one of the biggest travel days of the year with gas prices. People, if they usually travel to Aunt Margie's house, they're not doing it this year. They're going to stay home and sit this one out. What do you think Christmas is going to be like? Any different? No, probably worse. Millions and millions of people are going to be going dollar storing for a Christmas presents, especially if you have little kids and you're a millennial and you drank that real estate Kool-Aid and bought at the height of the biggest real estate bubble. Is that you? Leave it in the comments below. Our job is to help you understand that it's okay. These things have happened before. If you have little kids, they just want to open up presents. You don't have to go get them the latest iPhone, pad, whatever. Give them your love and time. That's what these kids need the most of. And I kick myself. A lot of times I have daddy guilt because I was so consumed in that last recession of trying to keep up with the Jones and look good on the outside and not let people know that I was in financial hardship. Now I don't regret it. You know why? Because I don't wish to close the door on the past, because what I've learned from it has become so valuable to me. In this recession, I'm prepared. Not only prepared, I'm going to profit. And I know many of you will too, because you didn't drink the Kool-Aid. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understanding we are headed for a recession. We're here. We're in it. The million-dollar question is, will this be a depression? We'll have to wait and see. It'll take a miracle to keep us out of an actual depression. But the realities are many people now are going to start doing whatever they can to hang on to that house, the overpaid for, depreciated asset, even if it means going to the dollar store Christmas shopping this year. No shame in that. What I really want all of you to do is understand at some point, if that house becomes a big enough anchor, you're sacrificing quality of life for a house that may never climb out of a hole. We need to talk. We're going to need to have a talk soon about the things we're going to have to do to navigate through that. I'll do my best to bring you guys future videos, if that's you, what we can do, because there's always something you can do. But the realities are, don't let the house own you. You have to own the house. And sometimes that might mean getting rid of the house. I do want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media links are in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you're interested in buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. If you're watching from your television set today and you appreciated this video, I know you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.